What's up guys, my name is Konner. I'm a professional songwriter, music producer, and music teacher. And today, we're gonna check out an artist I've heard of, but I've never heard anything from. Now it's possible, walking around in a grocery store I've heard his music somewhere, but as far as I can tell, Gregory ISAKOV is totally new to me. So new in fact that I have no idea if I'm even pronouncing his name correctly, so please correct me in the comments if I'm butchering it. I've done no research, I know nothing about this guy. I just found his most viewed music video on YouTube and we're gonna check it out. So if you're new to this channel, the way that this works is I'm going to do two listens here. The first time I'm gonna focus on the lyrics and the content of what he's saying. The second time I'm gonna focus on the musicianship, musicality, the music theory, the music production, all of that good stuff. Last thing I'll do before we start is just make a humble request to subscribe to this channel and like this video if you enjoy this style of content. Lets me know that people are engaged and that you want more, and it helps the channel grow. All right, the song is called San Luis, and let's check it out. Let's see what this is all about.
Weightlessness, no gravity. Were we somewhere in between? I'm a ghost to you, you're a ghost to me. A bird's eye view, San Luis.
Okay, yeah, first verse, this is obviously like a very sort of sad Americana type music with like Western vibes, which makes sense. They're talking about San Luis, which I believe is in California. So it adds up. The imagery in the music video is very Western. Lyrically so far, weightlessness, no gravity, were we somewhere in between? I'm a ghost of you, you're a ghost of me, a bird's eye view of San Luis. So like immediate impressions where my head goes instantly is like this is an old romantic partner that he'd spent some time with in San Luis, and he's like reflecting on the fact that that situation doesn't exist anymore. It feels like the weightlessness, no gravity, somewhere in between lines make it feel like the relationship just existed in a liminal space. Like it was destined to be temporary in the first place. And then the ghost of you, you're a ghost of me, that's pretty self-explanatory. So I don't know for a fact that that's what the song's about, but that's what I get from just those 4 lines alone. Okay, so I know this past we're focusing on the lyrical content, but the interesting thing here is that there's long stretches of time without any lyrics. It's set up to be very much like a soundscape, like he's trying to invoke a certain feeling, and he's doing that without just beating you over the head with storytelling. Like this entire stretch after the first verse is just instrumental, except for like some of those vocals in the background. But yeah, he's really like cultivating a vibe here, and it totally fits that. Like it fits what you're seeing in the music video, this sort of like Western, expansive, outdoor type of thing where you just feel like minuscule compared to the size of the universe.
Oh, highway boys all sleeping out with the dirty mouths and broken strings.
Okay, so highway boys could mean a lot of things, but based on dirty mouths and broken strings, the context tells me like these are musicians, like touring musicians. So once again, like feeding that like liminal space vibe. It's like we're transient. We're just moving from one place to the next. We're on the road.
Other eyes are shining like the sea for you, the queen of San Luis. I'm a ghost to you, you're a ghost to me, a bird's eye view of San Luis.
Okay, interesting. So he's like this person that he's addressing in these lyrics is a fixture of San Luis, apparently. So maybe they live there, but he was just passing through and is just left with the memory and the ghost. Because he's like this idea that like the highway boys, whoever they are, musicians or otherwise, are coming through San Luis and seeing the queen, or like seeing your beauty, which implies that the Queen of San Luis is just there in San Luis. But yeah, the storytelling here, it's very simple. He's not saying a lot, he's repeating a lot of lines, but he's very intentional with the words he uses. Like, their eyes are shining like the sea. I mean, California coastline, right? Dirty mouths and broken strings. Highway boys, you get this idea of these sort of like rough around the edges. Like, broken strings makes me think musicians, but it could be something else. But like what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is like, you know, these guys with beat up guitars and broken strings, like cursing up a storm, like running a little ragged, maybe they haven't showered in a day or two, playing some dingy bar in these like flyover cities as they travel through the West. And for the very few words he's used so far, that's a lot of imagery and feeling to generate. Can I also just say that the tempo of the song is perfect? That just kind of like slow, lazy, churning forward tempo. It's awesome.
Cutting through the avenues, I'd always find my way to you. Beside the hook, the hammer lies. And fumbling round in the smoke, spending time chasing ghosts. Hold me down, child. Hold me down, child.
Yeah, so kind of same idea here. Cutting through the avenues, I'd always find my way to you. It sounds like as he's passing through, it's like she's always somebody that he'd look for. So it's like these passing or fleeting encounters. Beside the hook, the hammer lies. Not exactly sure what's going on with that line. I don't quite follow. If you know what that line means, let me know.
California, call you queen. With your golden hair and magazine, were you somewhere in between? Fast asleep, fly and dream.
So yeah, once again, it's like just painting this picture of like this all-encompassing ethereal beauty that has everybody captivated, which shows the esteem that he places this person in. Like, it's never said explicitly it's a romantic partner, but like, who else could it be based on the way that he describes this person? Or this thing, you know, it could be an allegory for something else as well. I'd be curious to know if he actually wrote this about somebody, or if it's like a metaphor for like something else that like he's addicted to or fixated on, or like even just a really close friend, although I don't quite feel like that tracks. It's just interesting.
I'm a ghost to you, here it goes to me. A bird's eye view, San Luis. I'm a ghost to you, here it goes to me. A bird's eye view, San Luis. I'm a ghost to you, here it goes to me. A bird's eye view, San Luis. I'm a ghost to you, here it goes to me. A bird's eye view, San Luis.
Okay, first impressions of San Luis. Lyrically, I don't have much more to say than I've said already. Again, like, it's pretty simple. It does a lot, but it's pretty simple. And he's got like great word economy is my takeaway. The words that he's choosing, the imagery he's invoking is very specific, and it matches the music, and it creates this sort of like somber, empty, transient, liminal, some big words there, like Western vibe. which I think is the intention. You know, I don't think this is supposed to be telling a super specific story. I think it's like just like shades of a memory, or like a tribute to a person that he has just these fleeting passing encounters with. But I mean, it's done expertly. Like, I really love it. The way that the music interfaces with the lyrics. I like going on road trips, and I drive out to the western part of the country quite a bit. And this is something that I would just put on as I'm driving through like New Mexico or like southern Colorado. It's just that kind of vibe. So let's go back to the beginning, and I'm gonna grab this and figure out what key the song is in. Okay. Great, we're in B flat. All right, so let's give it one more listen, and I'll break down what's happening here on the musical front. Yeah, just this very folky. I don't even think he's using a pick. It sounds like it's just kind of like lazy. I don't mean lazy in a bad way. I know that word is a bad connotation, but just kind of like chilled out, like just kind of like. Like that kind of thing. Not a super bright guitar. Like my Taylor guitar sounds way brighter than whatever he's playing. But I think the intention is to be kind of like subdued and laid back. Oh, and yeah, so you have some like flute sounds? Some sort of like, let me hear that again. It's some, I can't even tell, like almost like a brass instrument layered with some vocals on the left side. And then on the right side, you've got this like, picked guitar part. I really want to know what that is that's panned left. That's interesting. I like that sound.
Weightlessness, no gravity.
And nothing crazy about the way his vocals are produced. It's like very straightforward production, just a clean mix, little bit of reverb, that's it. Like this song is going to great lengths to not put in too much effort. It just is what it is.
Were we somewhere in between? I'm a ghost to you, you're a ghost to me.
Even those harmonies, like that you're hearing, I'm a ghost of you, you're a ghost to me, are just so buried in the back there. The like most subtle touch.
Birds of you, sandalweed.
A little bass now, but again, it's so subtle you don't even notice it coming in. Most of these things that are happening, if you're just listening to the song casually, you'll have no conscious awareness that they're happening. Love the way those background vocals are produced. Just such a nice sound. Feels like maybe we have some piano buried in there now as well. It's just like these sort of like difficult to identify elements. I mean, it's really nice. Like the soundscape is lovely. Just trying to figure out what everything is.
Oh, highway boys all sleep.
Drums now. You've just got, it's probably brush snares. And again, like very minimal, just like feeding the beat and like nothing else. No extravagance, nothing extra. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say because nothing much new is happening here. And it's like, it's not supposed to. There's not supposed to be a lot of like crazy new elements or like wild things going on. We're just traveling across this vast landscape, and this is our soundtrack. I do like that thing he does at the end of every instrumental part. That's a very folk thing to do with that. Like, it's technically a B flat chord because of this capo, but it's really like a G chord shape. That thing. You hear it in like Jolene by Ray LaMontagne. It's like, Like half of Chris Stapleton's songs, he'll do something like that. It's a very classic chord sound.
Cutting through the avenues, I'd always find my way to you. Beside the hook, the hammer lies.
Okay, now we have a 3 minor chord. So I would say this is like the first unexpected musical thing that's kind of happened. Which is, it's still like perfectly within the key that we're in. It's just like not the most common chord, especially not to start a section. You know, the one thing that is odd about this song is the form. We have this sort of like verse refrain that like, weightlessness, no gravity, were we somewhere in between? I'm a ghost of you, you're a ghost of me. Like, I'm probably not getting that exactly right, but most of the song is just that kind of melody over the same chord progression. And this is like the one little, I guess you'd call it a bridge section in the middle that changes. The song doesn't really have a chorus. It doesn't really have defined parts in like the conventional pop song sense. It's just got a lot of the same and then this cutting through the avenue section. Something like that, but it's really this chord that makes that stand out. That's the only time I think in the entire song where there's like a signal that it's like, oh, pay attention to this moment.
Hold me down, child. California called you.
I like that. Very subdued, drops all the instrumentation. Again, nothing crazy. Again, a thing that you might not even notice just because of the smooth trajectory of the song. But it's just really nice to only have his vocal and those harmonies in the background. And just slowly bringing things back in. Got a little bit of percussion and some bass. That little cymbal crash, almost didn't even catch it, it's so subtle.
You're somewhere in between.
And then everything comes back.
Fast asleep, fly and dream.
Oh, I like that little like slide guitar thing there. Lovely.
I'm a ghost to you, here it goes to me. A bird's eye view, San Luis. Bird's eye view, San Luis.
We do have that little like instrumental counter melody in the background that I haven't talked about. But there's just not that many things to talk about. So yeah, that's in there too.
I'm a ghost to you, here it goes to me. A bird's eye view of San Luis.
Cool. All right. Gregory Alan, butchering his last name, ISAKOV. Something. Tell me how it's pronounced. First impressions of San Luis. A very vibey song. Like he had a vision for the imagery he wanted to invoke and he just executed on that vision. There's nothing particularly bombastic or explosive or like attention grabbing. It's like chill, laid back, in the background, soundtrack to your lonely, introspective journey kind of music, which I really like. I don't listen to a lot of that music because mostly when I'm listening to music, it's more active listening. But you know, for what it is, I really like it and he does a really good job. So yeah, definitely curious about like getting to know his sound a little better. Like, is this sort of his vibe? Does he do things that are in a different lane? Let me know what else by him I should listen to get a more well-rounded conception of what his style is. Because I'm curious and I want to hear more. If you like this video, please, once again, subscribe to this channel and hit the like button. Otherwise, that's all we got. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.